Alexis, I'm going to spend some time talking about timeshares. And I'm going to start with this, that when we do estate planning for people, we ask them, do you have any timeshares? There's actually on our form, we're asking that question.
Mm-hmm.
And when they say, yeah, we have some, and my answer to my question to them is, okay, do your kids want them or do they not? And most of the clients will say, no, we understand. It's a liability. It's not an asset. Our kids have already told us we don't want that timeshare when we pass away. Well, if that's the answer, then we go down this path.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a parent will say, yeah, our daughter loves our timeshares. She wants to have them when we pass away. Well, if that's the answer, then we go down a different path. So that's being proactive. We're doing planning for somebody while they're still alive. Since you're in our probate department, I want to talk about the aspect of what happens when somebody passes away and they own a timeshare and now it's going to require probate on that timeshare. You're seeing more and more of that.
I'm seeing more and more. And it's really funny that a couple of the new cases are all timeshares. And the one additional challenge is a lot of times, because of obviously these are vacation properties, a lot of times the families live in a different state. So I'm dealing with people that don't even live here trying to worry about these timeshares, which is an additional step. And it can just be a little bit more of a challenge, but these people are like, what? I have to go through probate for a timeshare? Like, then they get pretty, like, really?
Well, I'm going to make a broad statement, and that is this. Most timeshares have no monetary value. In fact, they are a liability. They are not an asset.
Mm-hmm.
So the broad statement, folks, you may get a lot of love and enjoyment out of your timeshare, but as a broad statement, good luck trying to sell it. Nobody's going to buy it. And by the way, if you own a timeshare, never, ever, ever pay somebody to sell your timeshare because you're just wasting your money.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to focus in on a timeshare that we find does have value. Therefore, it is worth spending money on to do a probate on. We're talking about Disney Vacation Club.
Disney Vacation Club, I am very surprised at the value of those.
Yeah. So the point is that when mom and dad, first of all, if they came and did estate planning with us, we would have taken steps to avoid probate on our Disney Vacation Club. But the fact is they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They passed away owning a Disney Vacation Club points or timeshare.
Yeah.
And now it does require probate. And that's where you come into play.
Exactly. And a lot of times on the Disney deeds that these people are signing for the timeshares, they have a paragraph, either at the bottom of the first, top of second page, that shows how many points that specific timeshare is worth.
Okay.
So then I take that and I try and find an approximate value of the resale, and that's how you come up with a value. But Disney definitely has the highest value.
When we do a probate on these timeshares or any asset here in Florida, we have to tell the court what the value is.
Correct.
That's why it's important for you to do that little bit of research.
Yes.
But just out of curiosity, what is the range of values that you're finding on DVCs?
It completely depends on which DVC timeshare, but the ones that I've seen that are worth the most, which makes sense because I'm someone who grew up going to Disney, so I'm familiar with these places. The Polynesian.
Okay.
Those bungalows, because I know those bungalows are very desirable. And also a lot of people have them at Disney's Key West resort. So those two seem to be the most value. They have general DVC, which I'm not sure where that gets you into, but the very specific ones like Polynesian, Key Lark, or the Key West, and the Boardwalk.
And so again, tell me what's the range value on those?
Oh yeah, sorry. So some of them have been like up to $300 a point.
Okay.
So if you have 150 points,
do the math for me.
do the math.
Okay.
I can't. You do the math.
That'd be $45,000.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Decent. Very decent.
Very decent.
Yeah. Okay.